just get started and then we see what happens, right?
Do you even say this is Gina, or do you just like, let's get started?
Well, you just said this is Gina, and like you just said, let's get started. That works. Perfect.
I guess I'm in charge. All right.
Yeah. Awesome. So like, I remember when I first won that award, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm so perfect. And then you came up right after me. You're like, Jeff, it's your turn to go on stage. Go up. I was like, right. And like, they gave me the words like, this is the most amazing thing ever. And then I had no idea, like I had heard your name before, but I didn't know anything behind that. And then you were like, yeah, I remember when I first won my first $25,000 a month award, and I was like, what? Like,
oh God. So that was kind of chucklehead on my part. I'm so sorry.
No, it was great because like, you know, like every time you level up, you force another level up. Like it's the curse of the sevens, you know what I mean? And that's when I realized like the agency world is much bigger than just the trophy or the award. And what's really interesting, like Dan Henry was like my first experience of Facebook ads and all stuff. Like if he could do it, I could do it, right? I was curious students and all that. But at no point did I ever think I'd be meeting somebody at that event filled with like people in their late 20s with somebody who's got almost 20 years of experience. You know what I mean? Like you've been doing agency stuff longer than most people have heard of the word agency.
It's true. It's true. Now I feel old. Wait, now I need to get like.
Oh no! Oh, we're all super old now. Yeah, get the Starbucks, right? And it's been like a pretty cool journey because you haven't ever like in the past like 2-3 years that we've been looking at each other, you've never signed a like cheap client, right? You always had like really expensive packages, and you've kept them for a long time, right?
Well, yes and no. So let's back up a little bit. Yes, everyone. I started my business in October of 2002.
Yep.
So before the YouTube, before the Facebook, before the Twitter, right?
Right.
Before the Pinterest, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Jeff, when I started, let me be very clear and very honest. It was a damn struggle. Like I didn't start signing $30,000 packages, right? I started out lower priced packages, and I did that to get clients, to be able to get success, prove success, get testimonials, get awesome ROI numbers, and then increase and increase and increase. And let me just say one thing, and we can talk about this.
Yeah.
I think a huge mistake that I see a lot of newer small businesses and especially newer agencies make is they start their business and they're like, I'm going to charge $3,000 a month.
Making up a number, right?
Yeah. Or I'm going to charge $5,000 a month for Facebook ads. And, you know, it's the mindset of I'm not going to discount my services because I'm worth it, right? Here's the problem with that. You have zero proof, right?
Yep.
If you have no clients, you wonder why you're struggling because nobody's paying you $3,000 or $5,000 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to eat your lunch. Jeff's going to eat your lunch. Other people are going to eat your lunch because we have proof. We have success stories. We have testimonials. So I always tell folks, look, you got to start a little lower. You got to build up things. Don't start really, really high or you're going to just be frustrated and wonder, why am I spinning my wheels? So yes, to answer your question, I now charge higher fees.
Yep.
And I have clients stay with me forever. But when I started low. And I'll tell you, and I was telling Jeff about this, I still have clients to this day that signed up in 2002 and 2003 for $500. And I have never raised my fees on them.
Yep.
Why? Because they love me. They stay with me and they refer a truckload of clients to me. So they stay forever.
So you can definitely like, you don't have this problem of not remembering and not understanding what it's like to sign a low ticket client because you still have them. Like you still get that refresher every time you send that like automatic invoice or that annual invoice or something like that. So can we flash back to like 2003, 2004? You know what I mean? Like what was that experience? Because it's important for everybody watching who's like brand new. This is a long-term thing. You can make an F ton of money. You can prospect for 2 weeks out of the year and sign 52 weeks of clients, which is what you do.
Yep.
But what was it like when you were just starting out?
So when I just started out, I was doing what everybody else was doing. Okay. I was signing up clients one at a time sporadically. And that is outrageously hard to do. It's outrageously stressful to do. And it makes your income do this. And it's a feast and famine cycle, and it's stressful.
Yep.
So when I discovered how to sign up all my clients at one time, sign up clients in bulk, work once and be done, and then focus on fulfilling, that made life so much easier, so much less stressful, and so much more profitable. So I want everybody starting out to keep in mind that going with the flow and doing what everybody else is doing is not always the best thing to do, right? Don't get me wrong, it works. Yeah, blogging works. Posting on Facebook works.
Yep.
Doing videos works. Cold calling works, but it's hard,
Yeah.
So I like to work less. That's kind of my mindset.
So where was that transition? Because I still thoroughly understand that feeling of like, all right, get a client, keep a client, get results. Get a client, keep a client, get results. Like I understand that process, right? When did you
kind of thing?
Yeah, like when did you transition from the one thing to 10 things at a time? Was there like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it this way. I've been doing it wrong. Was there like a trade show? Like what was that transition like?
So the thing that completely changed my life, and I know that sounds cheesy, and you hear that from marketers all the time. Oh my God, it changed my life.
Yeah.
Okay, look, but I'm being completely honest. It changed everything. It was January of 2014. Okay. I was working with chiropractors at the time, and Dr. Randy, who is from Florida, and a chiropractic friend and client of mine, I was quite frankly complaining to him with how hard it is getting chiropractor clients. And he's like, Gina, I love you. You do fantastic work. Come to the chiropractic trade show that I'm a member of and buy a booth and see what happens,
Right.
So I did. I'm like, okay, why not? At first I was kind of like, whatever. It's going to be too expensive, whatever. But I'm like, no, okay. I like Dr. Randy. I trust him. I'm going to go. So Jeff, I bought a booth at that event. I exhibited for my services. It was kind of a fluke that I got to get on stage. There were about 12 or so other vendors, and the company just brought us all up on stage in a big line, and we got to speak for about 5 minutes about what we did.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the microphone and just kind of said something. I don't know. But what happened was
you were so nervous you don't remember what you said?
No, because I didn't know they were going to take us up on stage. Literally, they came out into the exhibit room and they said, hey, everybody, we want to just introduce you guys, right? So come on up. And I'm like, okay, I don't remember what I said. But Jeff, I signed up 12 clients, 12 chiropractors on the spot. And at the time, I was selling like a $21,000 package.
Right.
I mean, I'm like,
all right, hold on.
You're not kidding me.
So the first 10 years of your agency life
were
the back and forth swinging pendulum, feast and famine, get a client, prospect, filter, like back and forth. And one day you're like, this is just unacceptable. Like you're just, you end up just complaining to a client, which you probably shouldn't be doing as an agency, but you did it anyway, right? And the chiropractor picked it up pretty effectively and said, why don't you just come by and see what happens, right? You had no expectations. You didn't know what you were doing, but you got in front of the people that could have paid you money, right? And so you go up on stage and you're like, hey, I do Facebook ads for chiropractors. And then you pass the mic. Like, what was that?
I felt I probably looked like Chandler on Friends, like, hi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do not remember what I said. I think I got to talk for about 5 minutes and everybody else did.
Yeah.
And 12 chiropractors, there were about 200-ish, maybe 150, something like that. 12 chiropractors came up to the booth right after and said, okay, where do we sign? And I'm like, oh my.
Let me grab some papers real fast.
What?
Let me grab some papers real fast. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
No, I did have those. I did have sign-up sheets, but I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. And seriously, that changed everything because I'm like, I get it. Like, I no longer have to do I'm going to sign a client this month, and then I'm going to work with them. And then I'm going to hope and pray that 2 more months from now, I'll get 2 clients, and then I'll work with them. And it's not the onesies. What I do now is I work 1 weekend, maybe 2 weekends, maybe 3. That's it. So that shifted everything for me. So, there you go. That was the light bulb, the switch.
So that was the light bulb. You're like, oh my God, I could do it. So you get off stage, you're not really sure what you said was probably like, I do Facebook ads for chiropractors or something like that, right? Who knows, right?
Yeah.
And you
well,
get off.
SEO, so we did SEO as well.
Got it.
We did video marketing. So I probably said, hey, we do SEO and Facebook and video. You want to like me? Hey,
right.
you know, so yeah.
And then you got like table rush, like Russell Brunson, right? Like, did they just like run up to you, or did they wait until like at the booth, or they just?
They came like as I was getting off stage, walking back to the exhibit hall.
Yeah.
Following me, and came up to the table, signed up on the spot.
Okay, so I know what it's like to sell. I don't know what it's like to have somebody violently give me money, right? So like,
it's quite fun, actually. It's quite fun.
Fantastic. So what was it like? Like they were like, hey, I want to pay you. What is that conversation? I don't even know what question to ask, because like I've always had to do one-on-ones, sell, give me money. So what is it like when you get table rushed?
So here's the thing with making this work, because when I did that, I, of course, you know, was dancing in the streets and celebrating. And I'm like, okay, wonderful. Now, what the hairball did I just do? So I can replicate this forever, right? So here's the thing. And there are really some keys. So I'll give you like 3 keys here.
Yeah.
So first of all, that anytime you do an event, okay, you want to make sure that the intent of the event is appropriate and correct for what you're trying to do. Let me give you an example. A lot of people are like, trade shows suck. I didn't get any clients. Trade shows suck. Well, they don't. You have to go to the right trade show. What I mean by that is you have to make sure that you're going to an event where people are in buying mode to better their business. So that event, it was for chiropractors, how to increase patients, how to increase their patient load, make more money, not do chiropractic better. So there weren't tables or gadgets or anything like that. It was how to make more money as a chiropractor.
Gotcha.
So that was key number 1. Key number 2 was I had an irresistible offer, okay? I offered something that I offer no other time, nowhere else. So it gives them a reason to sign up on the spot, okay?
Right.
Jeff, in the promo for this, you talked about how I get people to sign up on the spot and they don't ghost me and they don't think it overs.
Yes.
That's the key. Write this down, everybody, if you're watching live or watching the replay. You have to make an irresistible offer, an outrageously irresistible offer. What I mean by that is, you know, Jeff, you've probably heard this and you'll see this. People will be like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I've got an irresistible offer and it's kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Here's the litmus test. If you look at your offer and it makes you kind of want to throw up in your mouth a little bit and it kind of freaks you out a lot, that's possibly a good offer. It needs to scare the bejeebies out of you.
So the person that is doing the offering, the person that's providing service, like if it's just on the edge of could I do this? Yeah, that's the irresistible offer.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, when you think of like, I know you work with a lot of bike shops, right? Yeah. And if you're thinking about putting a package together that's going to be irresistible for bike shops to sign up right there, it's going to scare the bejeebies out of you to offer it. Because if you're not like, holy cow, this is awesome. Yeah. Prospect's going to be like, so, right? So that's what I did too. And then also another thing that I did was I had bonuses included. Irresistible bonuses. I actually call them Oprah bonuses. You know how Oprah is like, everybody gets a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. You don't do that, or you'll look like a chucklehead. But it's the concept about here's an irresistible offer, and now I'm going to just push you over the edge because I'm giving you these bonuses to say yes now. Interesting.
So you've gone through this table rushing process like 4, 5, 6, 7 times now, right?
Lots.
A lot of times. And what's interesting is like you can plan to get into like sales mode. Like you have to put in your battle armor. You have to like get dressed up and excited and like, yeah, let's do it. Even though you don't feel like going, but you can do it, right? But because you're doing it for 2 weeks out of the year, you can be prepared for it, right? Versus the agency that's always like every day I got to wake up and then I got to go do it and then come back type of thing, right?
So let's talk about that. So I'm gonna politely disagree with you just a little bit, and here's why. Okay, love you, mean it, but let me clarify. So I think it is outrageously hard to get up every single day and say, okay, I'm going to cold call 100 businesses, or I'm going to cold email 5,000 businesses, or I'm going to do Loom videos for 12 businesses. Don't get me wrong, that absolutely works. For me, that's hard. So there are 3 ways now that I get clients. And guess what, everybody? I have an online agency, but I get all my clients offline. 3 ways I do it. I do it through niche-specific conferences and trade shows, just like the one I mentioned.
Right.
I do it through my own small seminars, so we can talk about that. And I do it through local, very specific networking groups.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait. So not only are you going to where people want to spend money, getting in front of them on stage saying, hey, did you want to spend money with me? And then doing an irresistible offer so they want to spend money with you. Now you're telling me you have them come to your lion's den, sit in your cave, and don't let them leave until they spent money with you.
Correct. Correct. So in the promo for this, you mentioned that I had 8 people in the room. My niche is doctors. Okay. Yes, I've worked with chiropractors, but now my niche is primarily doctors. Some chiropractors still. And we can kind of talk about the evolution of this. Basically, what I do is I had 8 doctors in the room. Yeah. Gave great content, taught them wonderful stuff, sold 7 out of the 8 into a $30,000 package.
Okay, wait. Okay.
One single weekend. Okay, so I did this 3 times last year. Oh my gosh, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You are working too hard. You're working too hard. Okay. In 2014, when I did that chiropractor, I think I did maybe 2 or 3 other events that year, and that's it. Okay. Yeah. In 2017, a lot of people know me because I signed 26 clients in one single weekend. I did that in February of 2017. Jeff, I didn't do anything else for the rest of the year.
Right.
Last year, I did 3 weekends. 3 weekends. That's it. Yeah. Didn't do anything else.
Okay. All right. So help me understand. All right. So when I sign somebody at like $2,250 a month, $2,500 a month, $2,900 a month, $4,000 a month, like I know what I'm doing for them, right?
Yes.
What are you doing to get somebody to say, hey, random stranger, I want to pay you 30 G's today? Yeah. Like, is it like a Russell Brunson inner circle kind of thing?
No.
Is it video? Like, what the hell are you doing?
And I love Russell Brunson. He doesn't know me from Adam. Okay.
Right.
So here's the thing. Let me answer it this way. Here's a pop quiz for you.
Yeah.
What is the highest converting sales method ever and on the planet?
I haven't a clue how to answer that.
Okay. It's face-to-face selling.
Gotcha.
Face-to-face selling. So here's what you have to understand. When you are at a niche-specific trade show or an event, or when you put on your own small seminar, and I'm talking small, I'm not talking 20 people in the room or 50 people, I'm talking 3 people, 5 people, 7, 10 max.
Yeah.
When you're at local networking events and you apply these strategies to make it work, Jeff, you have to understand it's not a stranger.
Yeah.
It's a face-to-face relationship. So those 8 doctors in the room, they spent an entire 2 days with us, and we're teaching phenomenal stuff. You know, I'm teaching my knowledge and expertise. We're teaching great stuff. They're getting to know me and like me and trust me. And then I make a pitch for, hey, you want more help with this? Here's what I got. And again, you make an irresistible offer. So it's an offer that's available nowhere else and at no other time. Mm-hmm. And if they say yes before you walk out the door, you get bonus 1, 2, 3, whatever, right? Yeah. You get Oprah bonuses. So that's the thing. It's not random stranger, pay me all this money. It's the face-to-face thing.
Gotcha. So you're putting on in-house seminars, wherever like house is, right? Like in-conference seminars. Yep. And you're saying, hey, come by the office. I'm going to teach you a whole bunch of stuff. And then halfway through, at the end, in the middle, in the beginning, do you say, and if you want to work with me, it'll cost you more money type thing? Like, how do you incorporate the irresistible offer in an in-person conversation with 3 to 5 people, right?
So I call these small seminars. So again, it's 10 people or less because it's really easy to do. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to do a seminar and I'm going to fill the room with 100 people. That's a conference. That's not a small seminar. Mm-hmm. So if you get, let's say that your niche is bike shops, Jeff. All right. you would approach bike shops and you would say, hey, I'm putting on a half-day seminar on Facebook ads that really work for bike shops, or how to triple your bike shop customers through paid social media.
Right.
Whatever. You get 3 or 5 of these bike shops in your office or a shared co-working space or whatever. You teach them really phenomenal stuff and you charge for it. Do not do this for free.
Got it. Okay.
Huge mistake. Do not do free events. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Charge for it. Charge $47, $97, right?
Yeah.
Give them a lunch, a bag lunch, Panera, whatever. You teach really great stuff, okay? And they fall in love with you because they're like, oh my gosh, this Jeff guy is awesome. He understands us. This is great. I can implement this. This is fabulous, right? And then at the end, you make a pitch like, hey, you want some help with this?
Yeah.
Here's what I got. I do this for a living and I work with bike shops and here's my normal fee. Here's a special offer. You sign up before you leave. You're going to get A, B, C, D, whatever bonus, special price. It's a win-win.
So it'd be something like, if you want extra help with this, I charge $2,000 a month. But if you sign up today, I can give it to you for $1,500 a month for 12 months. Let's just say that $15,000. And if you sign up today, I'm going to give you blank, 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 blank. And then people give me money.
There are some other things too. There are some other things with it too.
Yeah.
You have to structure the day to where they get good education.
Yeah.
And yes, they can implement what they learn, because don't be that guy or gal. Don't be a chucklehead where it's like, for more of my secrets.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So you want to teach really, really good stuff. You want them to be able to implement the really good stuff.
Yeah.
But it also has to be structured in a way to where, you know what, I can do this, but I want help from him. I want help from her. Right.
So is it kind of like if I went to a Home Depot home improvement seminar and they're showing me everything to do? I'm like, yeah, I could do that, but honestly, I haven't a clue. I don't think I could do it, and nobody in my family could. Can I just pay you to do it? Is that like that type of thing?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. And the reason, Jeff, why this works so well is because it's the face-to-face.
Yeah.
Nothing will build your authority with an audience like doing something like this, like having a booth at a trade show and possibly speaking at that trade show. And even if you don't speak, if the intent is there and you're having a conversation with somebody face-to-face, they're getting to know, like, and trust you quickly. Same thing. You do your own seminar, same thing. You build the authority and the trust super fast.
So your Facebook ad agency journey, let's just say Facebook ad agency journey. I know, but the first 10 years was that feast and famine that everybody watching this knows and understands. They get it.
Yes.
One day you go to a conference and you're like, oh, this is what real money looks like. This is what low effort money looks like. This is what it's like to be approached by people wanting to pay me money. And you've done it so many times. You've refined how to do irresistible offers, like the bonuses and all that. You got so good, you say one day, you know what if I could just do it in my own hometown? And then people start coming to you to do it.
Yeah.
And because you're signing at like 20, 30, 40, 50 grand, you don't need to sign more than 3 or 4 clients a year. And you're like, great, I got a $250,000 agency.
Yeah.
In like 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where were you 2 years ago?
I was doing this myself, right?
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So So in the conference, you're on stage like 5-6 minutes. You got the follow-up, you got the booth, you're having a real life conversation. You're probably not pitching like, hey, buy my stuff. It's like, what problems are in your business, right? And like, what numbers? Oh my God, I'm doing it wrong. Wait, what is it? What are you doing in the booths? What are you doing at the booth?
I'm laughing because, so the chiropractic event in 2014, I was on stage for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I basically just introduced myself and said, here's what I do.
Yeah.
In 2017, when I signed 26 clients in one single weekend, one single event, one single weekend, 26 clients at that event, 38 from that event when they went home and told their buddies, okay, I got to speak on stage for 15 minutes. And Jeff, it was a full-blown pitch for 15 minutes.
Gotcha.
So there are conferences where you can do that. There are trade shows where you can do that. Here's a big secret nobody really knows about, okay?
Uh-huh.
Some of these niche specific industry conferences and trade shows, you ready? You can pay to speak on the main stage and pitch.
Nice.
Now,
So
it's expensive. It can be expensive. It's not going to be $500.
Yeah.
Depending on the industry, depending on what kind of show it is, it can be expensive. But you know what? It can be really, really, really powerful because, again, who is the authority? Who's the expert? Person on the stage, person on the main stage, or the breakout room, or whatever.
Yeah.
You can build authority like that. You can break into a niche like that. Yeah.
I remember seeing one of your booths or something like that.
Yeah.
Isn't it like you just talk about not what you do, but the benefits you bring them or something like that? Like,
yes,
you're not saying, hey, I do SEO. It's more like I can bring you 15 new clients this month type thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. And, I talk a lot about this, with my clients and students, that the big mistake that people make is they buy a booth at a trade show and they name it the name of their business, right?
Yeah.
Like, Peak Marketing Agency or,
right.
Client, whatever, that's a huge mistake because nobody cares.
Yeah.
The name of your business does not sell. So what you want to do is you want to exhibit as what I call the big want of your niche. The big want name is what I do. So the booth that you're talking about, this was when I signed the 26 clients. I exhibit it as More Patients Now. That is the name of my service that I do for doctors. So my business, here's the thing, guys. I have a corporation. My corporate name is Catalyst Creative Inc. That's what's on my tax returns.
Means nothing.
Woo! Means nothing. It's cutesy, right? Oh my gosh, I'm going to buy your services because I really love the word catalyst. No, nobody does that. So I exhibit it as More Patients Now because that's what doctors want. They want patients and they want them now.
Yeah.
So that was my entire booth. In 2014, I was doing a lot of SEO stuff. I was doing a lot of video stuff, Facebook stuff. So I exhibited as become number one in your niche because that's what the chiropractors wanted, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So Jeff, if you were going to do something like this, let's say you're going to go to a bike, conference.
Yeah.
Like, what is the number one thing your bike owners want, right? What
they want to sell more Argon 18s, which is a $9,000 bike. Sell more Argon 18s today.
That's exactly what I would exhibit as.
Yeah.
Sell Argons today or triple your Argon sales. I'm not kidding you. I would do like a little logo and it would be all about that. And everybody that comes up, like, what do you do? Well, we triple your Argon sales.
Yeah.
That's irresistible. Yes.
Like that's so like incredibly specific that the only people going up are the people that want that. Yeah. And you don't have to like have the whole conversation about what do you do, where you're from, blah, blah. Like that cuts your sales conversation down by like 95%. I already know what you want. I can deliver it to you.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. So I go to like tons of trade shows and conferences and I will like walk the exhibit area. And if you cannot look at a booth and immediately know what they do, no. The people, because here's the thing, you have to understand, here's how people go through conferences and trade shows like this. Yeah. They walk through the aisle to where it's like, don't touch me, don't talk to me. You're going to scare, right? Yep. So they do this, they walk like this and they're looking over people to see if they can tell what you do before coming to the table. Yeah. Right? Because they think you're a trained sales killer. So if you have Jeff Miller Marketing Agency,
nobody cares.
Big deal. Oh, I'm not going to go talk to him because he's going to sell me. But if it's triple your Argon, is that right? Argon?
Argon 18, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Triple your Argon 18 bike sales.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming to talk to you. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so let's say I'm at my bike shop conference, right? I got my bike shop booth, right? Yep. I've got triple your Argon 18 sales. I got the logo. I got the banner. I got all those stuff, right? And somebody comes up and says, I like that. And then I immediately crap my pants because I don't know what to do next, right? So like, what's that step number 2? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, okay, I'm bike shop owner. Hey, wow, Jeff, I want to sell more Argon 18s. Yeah. Right? So you basically, before, you get to the event, come up with a package, come up with what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So if you do Facebook ads, and let's say it's normally $3,000 a month,
Mhm.
I really recommend that you develop a package to where one new client, customer, or patient will pay for the entire package. So I don't recommend starting with a 12-month package. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. I do 3 months to start.
Fine.
Because quite honestly, I want to make sure I like working with you, and I want to make sure you like working with me. And I found, for me personally, 12 months is too long, because if they're a chucklehead and it's not fun, you can't get out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I do 3 months. So I would make an irresistible package. So a package that's not available anywhere else or in any other time. You have order forms, and we did an interview in your inner circle to where I gave away order forms, and order forms have to be done in a very specific way, because that's a sales sheet, if you will. So you have your irresistible offer and your package on the order form with, here's the normal price that you can get at any other time. Here's the show only price. You have to have a deadline. You have to have a deadline. They sign up, and here are bonuses if they sign up on the spot. So they have to sign up at the show to get the special price. They have to sign up at the show to get the bonuses.
So, all right, Mr. Johnson, I'm super psyched you want to sell more Argon 18s. I know the Argon 18 averages about $9,000. I want to let you know that this is a 90-day deal, and the way we're going to set this up is, so at a minimum, you're going to sell at least one Argon 18 to pay for me, but we're going to shoot for 5 or 10 or 15 like we've done for all of our other clients. This is a 90-day deal. Here's everything that you get. I usually charge $15,000, but because you're at this conference, I know you paid to be here, and I know you're serious about your business, right? You can get this entire thing for $15,000. And if you sign and pay today, I'm going to give you these 3 bonuses, blah, blah, blah. How would you like to move forward? So something like that.
So you normally charge $15,000. Because you're at the show, the fee is only X. So you mentioned $15,000 twice. You want to cut that, you want to cut it. And you want to make bonuses that are so irresistible, they almost buy for the bonuses. Okay, I'll give you an example. So when I signed the 26 clients at the one single event, one of the bonuses that I offered was a video camera, tripod, microphone, and proven script and training for how to get phenomenal patient interviews, right?
Gotcha.
Like testimonials. Because doctors want that. They want more testimonials, but they don't know how to do that.
Which is like, blows my mind. Like, how do they not know that's for testimonials? But they never do.
They don't. And a lot of industries don't. So that right there, I had people buying just for the bonus of a camcorder, a lavalier microphone, a tripod, and a script, and exactly how to set it up and shoot it.
And they're walking around like, this is the best thing ever. You're like,
I had them there. They're walking around with a big, huge bag with my logo on it, a camera and a tripod sticking out of it, and all this kind of stuff.
So you've got your More Patient Now brand ambassadors, right?
Yeah.
Walking around a conference saying, I want more patients now. And you just have this like effect.
Exactly.
And so that's how you sign patients for like a long time, because you're shooting for 3 months, 6 months, maybe even 10 months. You're not like having conversation about month-to-month agreement or the implication month. You're saying it's a 90-day program, 6-month program.
Correct. And the way that I keep clients year after year after year after year, my clients do not bail after 3 months. So that year, I signed the 26 clients, and then, like I mentioned, 38 from that event. And eventually we had like 52 or so that came. That one event, I did no other marketing the rest of the year. I still have clients from that event. And we started with a 3-month package. And the way that I do this is, here's the thing. Remember, everybody, I'm making an irresistible offer. Yes, I am discounting my normal fee to make it irresistible to them. They're locked in that fee. I do not raise that fee, and I get them phenomenal results, right? Jeff, you're great at what you do. There's a lot of people watching that are great at what they do. If you get people results and they've been excited about signing up with you because the offer's irresistible and the first 3 months were fantastic, they're going to stay with you. You know? The problem is, and why so many people have problems losing clients, is they do stuff like, free trials. Well, let's talk about free. Free's not so good because there's not enough skin in the game, right? And you sign up a client for a month. Well, let's just see how it goes for a month. No,
a month isn't long enough to lose weight, much less get somebody clients, right?
Right, exactly. So, and the way that I position it is, okay, so we work together for 3 months.
Yeah.
Here's exactly what we're going to do. Of course, we're going to be talking and working together, and it's going to be great. At the end of 3 months, we're going to have a conversation. Are you having fun working with me? Am I having fun working with you? Do you like me? Do I like you? Is this good? If not, say this. We're going to part ways as friends. It's okay. Yeah. If we love each other and we're having a blast, we're going to keep going as long as you want. Just give me 30 days notice. Okay. Yeah. Fair? Absolutely. I don't, it's rare that, I've still got clients from 2002, 2003, 2014, yes, I still have clients stay with me a long time.
And fundamentally, one of the cool things is because you're not swinging back and forth and dividing your focus, you can put real time, effort, and energy into getting somebody the result that they expect without being distracted by having to get new clients, right? Like it's hard to install a new roof when you go looking for roofing clients, right?
Very much so.
If you're putting dedicated client getting time at a conference, you can focus just on that and then focus elsewhere. And by the way, your client calls, you can say, hey, I'm sorry, at a conference, and they go, oh, okay, right? Yeah. It's like the best excuse ever. Like they think it's absolutely fantastic.
Right.
So that's
here's the thing. Yeah, and I just want to say this again, Jeff. Sorry to interrupt you. The thing is, you don't have to do a lot of these. Literally, last year, 3 weekends. 3 weekends. That's it. This year, 1 weekend.
Yeah.
I've done 1 in January, and I have enough clients to last me the rest of the year. Right?
It's like going hunting.
All things beautiful. What did you say? Sorry.
It's like it's going hunting. You're like, I'm just going to go hunt and have enough food for 365 days.
Yeah, exactly. It's signing your clients in bulk, right? You go and hunt and you get a big, huge deer and you fill your freezer with meat so you don't have to go have any meat anymore. Yeah. Think about, have you ever bought one single roll of toilet paper?
No, I'm trying to quit. No, right? Like
right. That would be a problem, right? So you buy a package of toilet paper. You go to Costco and you get a truckload, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Get clients like you get toilet paper at Costco. That's crazy. I do want to say James Cluster made a comment. I think James Cluster is one of your students. He made 75 grand using your strategy. And I know that Steph Signs.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm going to toot James's horn here. Yeah. He went to a niche specific trade show. I will let him say the niche if he wants. But he broke into this niche. He had not worked with this niche before. He signed 7 clients one single weekend and made like $43,400 in one single freaking weekend.
That's insane.
Jeff, when are you going to do this? Come on.
Yeah, I know. I need to go to my bike shop conference. Like, this is crazy. Like,
oh my gosh.
And what's weird is like, never mind. So Steph, right? So Steph signs, right? This is what's blowing my mind. Steph Signs did the same thing 2 months ago. She signed a bunch of clients, right? Yeah. And what I was going to say is what's weird in my brain is like, I'm going, there's no way it could happen. Steph did it. James is doing it. You're doing it. Why the hell not me, right? And the difference between doing it not is usually just going to a conference or having people come to your office or a workspace and pay money, right?
So let me say about Steph, because she's in my course as well. She basically kind of took bits and pieces of what I teach, and she kind of crashed and burned the first time she did this. And then I'm like, for the love of God, Steph, please listen to what I'm saying. Yeah. And she implemented this, and then she got results. So here's the thing, guys. You have to be very strategic about this. This isn't just, I'm going to go to a bike conference and I'm going to sign up all of these clients and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is you've got to make sure the intent is there. And don't be afraid to scope out an event. Okay. So if you think, Jeff, let's just use you for example. If you're like, okay, XYZ Summit is the biggest summit and conference for bike owners.
Yeah.
I would buy a ticket and I would go and scope it out.
Yeah.
And scope it out from a perspective of where are the exhibitors? Where are they located? Are the sessions here and the exhibit hall is like 4 miles down the way, no good. Okay?
Right.
How many exhibitors are there? How many people are at this trade show? Because I'll tell you, the people that put on the trade show, they're going to lie to you and say there's going to be 5,000 bike owners here. And there's 50, right?
Not even close.
No, not even close. So it's good to scope these things out and make sure that they are there to buy and build their business. Make sure it's not, hey, here's a great POS system for credit cards, or here's the latest gears that you want to sell. Some of that's okay, but you want it about how to build your business and get more customers. That is one of the biggest keys.
So does that mean that your first in-office event should be the same type of idea? Is there a totally different game plan, totally different strategy, or how does that work?
Completely different game plan for a small seminar. What you want to do for that is you want to reach out to the niche, and you want to have a half day or a full day. Start with a half day, get some under your belt, and then move on to a full day. You want to create a small seminar based on their number one want. So Jeff, you could put on a half day seminar on how to sell these really awesome bikes that I forgot the name of already.
Argon 18. Yes.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Argon. You could do a half day small seminar on how to triple your Argon 18 sales through paid social media.
Gotcha.
Okay? Get 3, 5, 8, 10 bike owners in the room, talk to them about paid Facebook ads and show them how to do this and why this is great. And then you make a pitch at the end. Want some help? I can do this all for you. Now, let me say this, because I did mention this and I want to make sure I actually say this. I said earlier, never do a free seminar, never do a free event. Here's why, everybody. It's very, very hard to have someone come to your office or a shared space or a co-working space for a seminar for free. And then you upsell them a done-for-you package. It's a bridge too far. It's not going to work. Now, if you are adamant and you're like, Gina, I just want to try it. I want to do like a 1 hour or a 2 hour lecture. That's not a seminar, a lecture for free. Then what I recommend is a 2-step close. What I mean by that is, let's say, Jeff, you're going to talk to a bike shop owner and he brings in 3 or 4 of his buddies. You're going to talk to them for an hour. What I would do is the pitch would be, hey, if you want some more private help with this, I normally charge $500 to get on the phone for an hour with a bike shop. But I tell you what, you guys have been really awesome. I've had a blast. I'll get on the phone with you for $100. And we'll spend an hour together and we'll talk about how you can implement this. And then at the end of that call, that's when you upsell them.
Gotcha. So my philosophy is it's really hard to go from free to money, but it's really easy to go from some money to a lot of money. Like once you're already on that curve, right? And so fundamentally, it's just easier to start people at a single dollar and then just keep moving them up and up and up. And that's what you're talking about.
Yes, exactly. So charge $47, charge $97.
Right.
If you do, I don't suggest that you start with this, but the doctors where we had 8 in the room and we sold 7 of them and we did it 3 times last year, that's a 2-day event. And that was $497. Do not start there. I've been doing this a long time. I know how to do this. Start with a half day for like $47.
So in that half day, are you ever afraid of just giving away too much that they could do it and not want to buy you have to sell? Or do you just give them everything and teach them all that and knowing that it'll happen later on?
Well, in a half day, it's going to be hard to give them everything. It's real because you just don't have enough time, right? Give them concepts, give them strategy, show them how to implement some things. And if there's 10 things that they have to do and implement, teach 3 really good, or maybe 4 really, really good, because they're going to feel value. They're going to feel like they didn't waste time. It was worth the time and the money. And again, it's building your authority. And I promise you, I have seen this. It's happened to me. It's happened to other students of mine. If you don't sign up a ton at the event, they will come back to you. They will.
So that's, I think, what happened with Steph, because last time she and I talked, she's like, I signed 6 out of like the 10 dentists or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it just took like 3 or 4 weeks. I was like, that blows my mind. Like, that, like, you can sit down with a real life human being. Actually, it doesn't blow my mind now that I'm saying it out loud, for like an hour, 4 hours, 5 hours, solve their problems. And then later on they pay you money. I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be, right? Like, that's how human beings are wired to exchange, right? Like this whole like sell it online type of thing, that's too new for our genetics, right? Like we're just so used to, like, as villagers in like the world, like, oh, this person's teaching me a thing and then they can take me further. And that's exactly what you're talking about, right?
Exactly. The number one sales method on the planet is face to face. And guys, here's the thing. So I really want to encourage everybody, get out from the front of your computer, get out in the real world. I mean, Jeff, we're doing a live, okay? But there's still a computer here. Mm-hmm. It's still not as dynamic and wonderful as if I were there in your office or you were here, because there's a delay, right?
We could have an in-person yelling session. It would be awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we'll have to do that. But, you know, so yes, this is good. Don't get me wrong. This is good. Webinars work. Lives work. Video works. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm saying if you want to break into a niche, if you want to sign clients as quickly as humanly possible for the love of all things beautiful, it's real world, 3D, face to face. Nothing compares to it. And again, my whole agency is online. I do not sign up private clients online. I sign them offline and do all the online marketing stuff.
Absolutely fantastic. We're going to start, ladies and gents, now's the time to drop in your questions. I'm going to scroll through them real fast and we'll see what's going on, because we're going to bring this to a close pretty cool. This has been absolutely fantastic, by the way. Like this is part of the natural transformation. And by the way, if every week your brain is going, oh my God, you're not like transforming the way you should be, right? Cheryl Pinkard is watching. Love Clients in Bolt, added 75K to my business last year using your strategies. How crazy is that?
Yep. Oh, wait, come on. I have to sing her praises. So get this. From what she started doing this, okay? She got invited to go to Texas. Yeehaw, that's where I was born and raised, in Texas.
Yeah.
Speak to a group of 200 real estate agents. They paid her to, oh my God, really?
They paid her. Oh, that's so funny.
It's phenomenal.
David says, are you showing them Facebook or funnels or strategies or concepts? What does that like in-person, in-conference teaching part look like?
Yeah. So if you do Facebook ads for your niche, you're teaching Facebook ads.
Yeah.
So here's why you're not, let me give you the structure. Okay. Real simple structure. Here's what's going on in your life, business owner. Okay. Yeah. Here's how life can be, and here's what you need to do. Mm-hmm. So here's what's going on in your life. You've tried Facebook before and it's not working for you. You may have even tried Facebook ads and it's not working for you. Mm-hmm. Here's all the mistakes that you're making. You're doing this and you're getting your account shut down. You're doing that and nobody cares about that, right?
Yeah.
Here's how life can be. You can actually get more patients or bike sales or whatever through paid Facebook ads. Let me show you some results. Here's what can happen for you. Okay, here's what you got to do. So you got to install your pixel. You got to create bait and irresistible offers to get people interested. You know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Then you make a pitch. Want some help with it? You can implement what you're doing, what you've learned. You have a roadmap. You have an action plan. Want some help with it? I do this all day, every day. Here's my irresistible offer and pitch. Here's my bonuses.
And the way you're teaching is like, yeah, you could go do it, but you and I honestly both know that you're not gonna, right? That's in the back of your mind. That's in the back of their mind, right? They may, which is like even better, because that makes your learnings much more impactful. Next time you're gonna do it, you're gonna bring more people. But half the people at a minimum, probably 90%, are just there to have a concept and understanding of the concepts, not the doing part, right? Like, when I'm talking to my carpet guy, I'm like, I don't want to know how you're nailing it in. I just want to know the color, right?
That's right.
Same idea, which is absolutely very cool. You've agreed to do a couple strategy sessions, right? Like a group call or something like that?
Not a couple. I'll do it for 6 people.
For 6 people?
We'll do a group, okay? I'm not going to get on 6 different calls, but I'll do it for 6 people. We'll do a group strategy call.
Gotcha. So ladies and gents, if you think that, see, Wayne's already hashtagging in my face. Wayne, you haven't gotten the keyword yet, right? If you think
face, my butt, my eyes, my butt.
Yeah, it's going to happen, right? So if you think like getting on the phone, the group call with Gina can help you make the money that you want, build the agency that you want, get the dollars that you expect and things like that. Hashtag bulk my butt. Right? Hashtag bulk my butt. And the first 6 people to do so, I'm going to connect you with Gina. Y'all going to get on a group call and figure out a next step. This has been like super, absolutely fantastic. We got a couple more questions if that's okay, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Somebody says,
I am free. So yeah.
Perfect. Somebody says, what if we aren't getting amazing results with ads? What if I'm not perfect with ads? What if I'm not great with ads? Do you have to have like blow your mind results to teach this type of stuff, or you really don't have to?
No. So here's wonderful question. Whoever asked that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You can be brand new at this.
Mm-hmm.
Teach what you know. You have knowledge and expertise in something, and maybe you're not a black belt. Maybe you're a yellow belt. That's okay. Teach what you know, because the niche, they're white belts. Okay?
Yeah.
Teach what you know as a yellow belt, and make a pitch based on, what you know and what you can do. So you wouldn't probably pitch a $30,000 program, because that would not be good. But I have had students do small seminars and pitch a $500 program a month for 3 months, so $1,500. They get results. The clients love them. They take those results. They get testimonials and ROI numbers, and then the next one they pitch it for $750.
And that's how you get results.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Get results. Share the results. Upgrade. Raise your fees.
Gotcha. Hunter asks, and we'll do 2 or 3 questions. I'll bring it to an end. Hunter says, what's the best way to find these trade shows? Is it simply as Googling, or is there some secret, or have they just not found it because they didn't Google the right keyword type thing?
So there's a lot of different ways to Google this. Start with your niche and conferences, and then start digging deeper and deeper and deeper. So so bike shop conferences, bike shop trade shows, bike shop business conferences, bike shop business trade shows, bike shop marketing conferences, bike shop marketing trade shows. And really get off page 1, go to page 5, go to page 10, see what you're doing. And then again, don't be afraid to kind of scope these out. Go and see what it's all about. And then you'll be able to know if it's possibly a good one or not.
And if somebody's trying to do an in-person conference, an in-person event, can they do that for any business that they get tickets sold for? So like saying, what if I do licensed massage therapist, right? Like he knows how to get them results, teach him how to do it. That could work, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's a great question. Some of my students are brand new, right? And they've tried to do a small seminar for a niche, and for whatever reason, they couldn't attract that niche. Okay. So then you can do a little wider. You can do small business owners in general and see who's coming, see who's attracted to what you're offering, and then you can build your niche that way. But if you have been working with massage therapists, and maybe you want to try to do some dentist or something, there's going to be a little bit of a jump for that, because dentists are going to be like,
right? There's that,
So try it and see. But if you can't attract a ton of dentists, try to attract health, right? So try to attract maybe dentist and a doctor and a chiro and a physical therapist in the
health professionals.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, Gina, it's been an absolute pleasure. A whole bunch of people bulk my butt, so we're gonna have to do a lot of PMs and stuff like that. But it's been absolutely fantastic, and you've done a really great job at, I don't want to say bucking the trend, but I want to say keeping your agency the normal way of building a business. Not like selling random stuff on the internet, or buy my ebook and free plus shipping, but no, I'm going to meet you in person. We're going to have a real conversation and see if I can solve your problem, which I genuinely think is what most people watching this are used to. They're just used to the normal way of selling. It just so happens that we got attracted by internet marketing, but we have to go back to a normal way of selling.
Yeah, get face to face with people. I mean, seriously. If the zombie apocalypse, so Russell Brunson did the 30-day thing. If you lost everything 30 days later, what would you do? So if the zombie apocalypse came and I lost everything, I would get out of my office, away from my computer, and I would do trade shows. I would do my own small seminars. I would do local networking events. That's what I would do. And I would fill my business like that.
Absolutely fantastic. We're going to bring this to a close. Thanks so much, Gina. It's been an absolute great time. For everybody who's hashtag, you'll get a PM and all that. Gina, thanks so much. Don't hang up. We're going to chat after, but